to my mom's basement. This
I'm in the basement and you're in the attic.
this is the Manic Money Finance channel.
I'm Crypto Corey.
I am Money Mike. I'm no longer your mom's boyfriend. She broke up with me. So, welcome to the newest installment of the Manic Money Finance show, where we bring you all the hard hitting news in the cryptocurrency space and the traditional finance sector.
As well as the information you probably don't want to hear.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I tend to look at stuff with the more of the rose-colored glasses stuff, even though I do have massive predictions for the next Great Depression
Orange.
and the.
I'm gonna go get my rose-colored glasses.
There you go. Even though I do have a lot of predictions for the next Great Depression and the Bitcoin implosion theory and stuff, I am definitely an insufferable bull.
Yes, sir. So, what are we gonna start this episode off with?
Um, Bitcoin. Let's just
You want to do the
yeah, yeah. Let's just bring up
the
the Bitcoin
Bitcoin?
chart. Let me get these audio levels a little bit better. I don't know why you come through so loud and like clearer than me, because my mic is hooked up to the frickin' right to the thing,
The mainframe?
right to the computer, right to Streamlabs, I should say. You're coming through on desktop audio, and desktop audio is always like primo compared to my mic. I don't get it. I don't care. Audio levels are good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You might have to adjust the latency on your mic. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Yeah, I might just have to upgrade to the one with the built-in condenser.
That's a good microphone,
This one,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, it just doesn't have a built-in
Yeah.
condenser. I don't have a condenser on it.
That's like the signature podcast and like vocal mic. It's
Yeah, it's
the
the MV7, I think, not the SMB with the built-in condenser. That's the one you always see. It's got the little wire that comes out, and it's got the thing built in, and then that goes. Those are USB though. I like the XLRs, man. Ever since you showed me, the interfaces and stuff.
yeah, they're cool. They're mostly
And I use a powered hub, so it should be theoretically better, but who knows? Whatever. The viewers don't
yeah. It's
care.
probably just some settings you have to adjust.
Yeah, no worries. We got some viewers. We got 3 viewers. What up, people?
What up? What up?
I haven't even
And if you have anything you want us to check out, make sure you put it in the comments.
Yeah, anybody who's watching, if you throw a stock in the comments, we will analyze it for you a bit. I'm just gonna post this. You gonna bring up the Bitcoin chart, my guy?
Yeah, let's look at what's going on with the Bitcoin here.
Yeah. So, as many of you know, me and Corey usually agree on most things, but we are in stark
Not on this
contrast.
one.
Yeah, we are in stark contrast on Bitcoin. We have diverged, like Bitcoin has diverged from the traditional markets.
Yes. So, Mike's, you're calling the bottom here, right? Is
Yeah, I think we
that what you're
already
saying?
right there, 59,000. That's the new bottom. It's only up from here. I think we're gonna have a slow climb to the 80,000 region, and it's going to be fueled by microtransactions, which is 80% of all Bitcoin network traffic now.
Interesting.
Yep. So people buying stuff, BRC20 tokens. They got smart contract capabilities with some extra software now in the Bitcoin network. So It's good. It's nice. But
Let's see. Do we have a 786? So we got a 618.
for the shorting, no.
We have
So we had
the long.
we had a bounce off the 786.
Rush. Looking for it. Which one? Here?
No, you did the big one. All of it.
This one?
Yeah. We already bounced
This
off
is a
this.
6.
Yeah, we're bouncing off the 618 now. Yeah. That's a beautiful chart. If that was a stock with after this last little pullback, I'd be saying, "Hey, time to invest." Right now it looks like it's going to lose that 63.7 support, but still. I think this is just a pullback so it could match up with the futures market again. And then 8 p.m. once the futures market opens here, we're back to your regularly scheduled programming.
And it's sailing up to the upside.
Yep. Well, what do you think's going to happen, Corey?
I think it's about to take a giant crap on everybody. That's fine. Yeah. I'll pull up I'm currently working on for how I see the markets. So, all right, so this is the rest of the month of June. So that's basically what I'm looking at here.
So you think we're gonna have a huge dump into the end of the month?
Yep. This is all right, let's see.
The doom and gloom, bud.
I'm just sticking to my plan that we've been talking about for months. Yeah. And that has always been, I want to see a pool of liquidity get rated. Because they need liquidity to drive this thing to the upside. And the only way they can do that is if they stop people out. Because they want the cheapest price they can possibly get. Market makers, they're sharks, right? You have all this right here, and they have this little wick. Now, does it go down below that wick? I think that would be pretty crazy to see.
So you think they're gonna?
But
you think they're gonna raid that pool of liquidity like they raided Jeffrey Epstein's house?
You mean Palm Beach Pete? No, sorry.
Wait, is that a legitimate nickname he had?
You don't know about Palm Beach Pete?
No.
Dude.
Peter Semel?
He's definitely not Jeffrey Epstein, all right?
Oh, he looks definitely just not. Like him.
He's just Palm Beach Pete. It's not like Jeffrey Epstein, lived in Palm Beach or anything.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
So
the federal marshals are like, you gotta lay low. He immediately starts a TikTok.
It's like the opposite. They're like, this will throw them off their trail. It's just so absurd and so ridiculous. Like, we'll just gaslight them the whole way.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays, though, it's not as big of a deal. Look at Tekashi 6ix9ine. That dude ratted everybody out to avoid jail time, and he just runs around doing podcasts and stuff. He does IRL live streams, dude. It's crazy. In Miami and stuff. He stays out of New York City, though.
Oh, why?
So yeah, back to stocks. Corey thinks we're gonna be hitting that $53,000 to $49,000 range. He thinks that's gonna be the last dip before the rip. Basically, that flash crash. See that inverted head and that inverted head and shoulders in 2024 or 2025 there? where we went down to the same price level?
Here, the last one.
No. Right in the red lines where we dipped the last dip back in 2025, 2024. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it just whipped down there pretty quick.
yeah, but I mean obviously there was some robust
Right.
support.
So, yeah, there's a lot of support and resistance here. It has that going for it, but we haven't really gone down into that area yet.
Well, no, yeah.
So,
That's the electricity cost. So there's actually I was looking into it this weekend. There's multiple companies that were mining Bitcoin and they're switching over to AI data centers now because they have the giant server farm and they're basically they're done with the Bitcoin mining. So you actually have less mining pools on the Bitcoin network now, less competition.
hmm.
Yep. It's
But
interesting.
there's numerous examples of the bottom. Here's another one right here. It chopped for a while, had generated some liquidity and blasted down before we got the bull run.
Yep.
You know,
Now Corey's going back in time now. That was 2022. Now we're going back to 2019. Whew. 2018.
flash crash. Then we get the pull up. Here's another one. Generated a flag. You know, and then completely wiped them out. You pull from your low to your high. Where does that go? To the 886 on that one. Yeah. That was a long time ago. Let's see. Pull from this low to that high.
I mean,
618.
it is definitely true. Bitcoin has fallen out of basically all of the ranges. So if you go on a 5-year chart now and you draw those big long lines from 2021 out, connecting all the lows and the highs, we've even dropped below those ranges. And I think that's why it's not going to continue dropping. I think. All right, calm down. Both of you, calm down. Stop. Sorry, guys. The children.
There was this. This was back the last bull run. And that flash crash and then it bounced back up. Let's see. That took around 3 months. 3 months before it spiked back up. Let's see, how many months?
God, it just dropped down to 63.3.
It's been on like kind of same time period here. This does look like if it spikes back up like it did in 2021, this would look like something that could produce that. It kind of generated the liquidity here. This is for Mike's case.
Yep.
And it came down.
I call it the insufferable bull case, the insufferable bull argument. All stocks typically go up most of the time.
Most of the time, it works. Now, do we get this little dap into this pool of liquidity just to So the market makers, this is basically why I operate off of. I don't really pay attention to any news, as you can tell. I don't pay attention to news because it's never served me well. Only on longer term trades. But once you see the markets for what it is and that you know the big players, what they want to do, and how they can lure people into thinking those things, like printing a bull flag for example, going right to the 786. If the markets if the markets were not manipulated, we wouldn't be able to do this, right? We wouldn't be able to pinpoint with such a high degree of accuracy because if it was the news and everything that drove and like the fundamentals, then we should see things being going up. But that never seems to be the case now, is it? Doesn't really make sense. Typically, it does the opposite. And that's once again the market makers playing their game. This is their money machine. Like this thing, Bitcoin, right, was designed specifically to steal your money. That's it. It's designed to rob you. And it's doing a really good job with it. But once you can see it through that like lens, then it starts making more sense. Look at this thing, it's charging. But yeah, to me, this looks like retest of the channel.
I think that viewpoint's negative, bro. I think we're going up. Look at the lows. So look at all the lows. They're higher. They keep getting higher in the past month.
You have a trend, an uptrend.
We cratered. We cratered hard.
This broke trend. This is a break of trend.
Did you say trend? Trend.
Yeah.
Oh, trend, not trend.
Been hitting the gym too much, bro. No, trend. Not talking anything else here.
Yeah, so
gonna get banned.
So a breakdown out of the trend would actually, if you think about it, be evidence to the upside. Because if Bitcoin was designed to steal your money, they're gonna make. Because most people think this thing is going down into the 50s. I've been looking at the message boards. So right now, this is just a big old fake out. Because they're liquidating shorts right now with their nice spikes, especially over the weekends when people aren't actively trading. They're hitting those stop losses on people. Like this weekend, we went up to 64.3, 64.4. We went up over 64.5 this weekend quickly. And they liquidated stop losses in the short side of things. So like if you think about it, Bitcoin is designed to steal your money. Most people think this thing's going to drop. Well, just saying. This thing might just shoot right to the upside.
Yeah, if you take it too deep like that, I've done that. Start overthinking it. You're overthinking things here. It's not that complicated. But I understand what you're saying. Which is probably, I mean, it's a good case as to why we might not even get into this pool. It might get close and dap it. Like the top of it.
Dap.
But I'm sticking to that theory. And we still have our short open. So our stop loss didn't get hit. And
nice.
That short was from, I believe we put that in, what was it? We were on live stream, weren't we? And I've been getting stopped out times.
Yeah, you opened this on the live stream on Friday.
Yeah, and we just put our stop loss, I believe it was like above this high.
All the way up there, bro. You put it all the way up at 65. I would be dragging that down now.
Yeah, we could. We can adjust stop loss.
It printed. It started moving. in the direction favorable to the trade. Like if anything, I would put it down to break even now.
Yeah, and we could have actually had that wider. So this is like a 1 to 6 risk toward ratio on this trade, which is phenomenal. And I mean, that's a decent sized stop loss, you know?
Yeah,
So
you
we can
definitely
now,
have. You must be
you
more
want
risk.
to take this.
You must be more risk tolerant or something because your stop losses to me are crazy, bro.
They're just they're just using math, you know? We don't lose more than $1,000.
Because even that stop loss, like you didn't even hit. We didn't hit that on this pump this weekend. This pop this weekend.
Yeah, because it was back in this channel. Because if it broke back in the channel, then yes,
Broke back.
it would go.
He said it. That was the word of the night. Broke back. Everybody watching gets one free Zora coin. Drop your
The
wallet
spin of the
address
wheel.
in the chat. I'll send it to you. It's an eighth of a penny. It's no skin off my bag. Word of the day, broke back.
Brokeback Mountain. You seen that movie?
Of course. It's a cinematic
You know,
masterpiece. About
I have not.
two cowboys just, wrangling cattle. It's the most American movie I ever seen, dude. I used to work with a guy and we were in retail and he was a hardcore like right wing. He had some brain damage too, but he's just a hardcore right wing, gun toting member of the NRA. And you already know what politician he absolutely loved. And he was native too, which was even funnier. And
Huh.
so I got like 20 different customers coming into the store when he was working. Like there was like 20 regulars that would come in and be like, "So you watch Brokeback Mountain yet, Tim?"
Huh.
I loved messing
I
with
ain't
him.
watching that.
Huh?
You call it, I ain't watching that.
Yep. Well, he had an insane stutter, so typically. Oh yeah. It was rough sometimes because he would if he was like amped up, it would get even worse. But I tell you what, man, any customer made fun of him stuttering, I had to like stop myself from jumping across the counter.
Smack them.
It's like only I'm allowed to make fun of this man.
That's my retard.
Jesus.
I can't say that word. Oh well. But that's what he would say.
No, that's not what I said. Oh, I genuinely liked him. Genuinely liked him as a person, but he was a pathological liar. Probably because of the brain injury. Like I wasn't joking. He got in a motorcycle accident with no helmet on. Oh God, it's dumping. Oh God, Bitcoin's dumping. We lost the 63.3 support. That's crazy, bro.
It's angry and it's coming for your money right now.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I sold the my altcoins.
We just got, not that I'm a negative person, it's just I'm looking at this from a realistic perspective. Because I've been on the receiving end of this numerous times, and I've been liquidated because of these things. So I know what it looks like. I've spent a lot of time watching the charts because I would be watching the trade, which is another bad thing to do. Don't watch your trades. Let the trade play out, because if you had panicked and you saw this going back up, you probably would have closed the trade and it stopped you out and you missed a nice big move that we're about to get, which is our payday. And I've done that too. because I could not keep my emotions under control and in check. So don't watch your trades. That's one of the secrets there.
I'm the
Make a
opposite.
plan, let it play out.
I'm the opposite. I watch them like a hawk. I have the chart going on my second. I might even have another chart going on the third monitor while I'm on my computer during the day. In the background on my phone screen, I'll have charts up just so I can monitor what's happening. You
Mm.
just I just have to emotionally disconnect from my trade. So like me watching Bitcoin dump its support today, like a few hours ago, and then immediately going, okay, it's breaking down. I need to sell all my altcoins, and that's exactly what I did. I saved myself a ton of money by doing that.
So yeah, have a plan, stick to it.
Most people, they're not going to do that though. Like you said, most people, they're going to be watching that chart, and the smallest price movements, they're going to freak out.
Yeah, I mean, if you're over leveraged, yeah, you're gonna have emotions attached to your trade. When there is when you're not so exposed and you're at risk of losing your portfolio, then your trades play out because you don't care. And when you don't care, that's the paradox of trading. The harder you try at this, the worse you do.
Yeah, I would just
So
say don't
stop.
use leverage. Don't use leverage at all
Yeah, don't use leverage in the beginning.
on
You
crypto.
don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, leverage. Yeah, you're right. Leverage is a beautiful tool, if you manage it properly, because you can use 1% of your account and bet your entire account with leverage. If you're able to get a brokerage or an exchange that'll let you do that. But like I would say the craziest you should get on the stock market is like a 30% maintenance requirement. So like a 1 to 3, like a 3 times leverage. That's the craziest you should get. That's with
Yeah, you don't need
equities.
that much.
What's that?
And you can make a decent amount with a $5,000 account trading contracts. So
Mm.
the Nasdaq. So you don't need a crazy amount of money to make life changing money.
Uh,
Basically, $5,000 account, you're consistent with it. You're making about a paycheck of a part-time job,
and nowadays,
realistically.
with equities and the end of the pattern day trading laws, you could literally take $500, start day trading, momentum trading, and if you learn enough and you get good at it, you could easily turn $500 into 500 grand in the space of a year. I've watched someone do it before.
Oh, it's not about having a lot of money.
No, no, you can literally take because what's going to happen is you're going to take $500, so your potential losses are way down. You're only using $500, and if like me, like Corey says, the number one thing is managing loss. Like save your capital. So if you follow that religiously and you start day trading, and you learn the tactics, the patterns, etc., like by the time you turn that $500 into something substantial, you've learned a lot of really good lessons that you can take. Like now that you have 5 grand and you can make a couple G's every day on the market, yeah, sky's the limit.
Only a matter of time.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're both doing it. The small account challenge. So we don't even need to talk about that right now, though. We can talk about that at the end of the week, maybe on
I mean,
Wednesday.
what is going on with the small account challenge?
I'm down
I
10%.
haven't started. Oh,
1 week of trading, I'm down 10%, but I'm still hopeful. You know me. Just like I'm hopeful on Bitcoin right now, because like if you look at this thing right now, we are establishing a weekly double bottom. We did drop under the 63.3 support, but if you go back to about a week ago, Saturday, June 26th at 10 a.m., it's looking like a double bottom, people.
Mike's saying this is a double bottom.
Yeah, that to that. Yeah. I will die
I'm
on this
saying
hill. I will bleed
is
out
a
on
color
this hill.
change or expansion. This is typical and a common rule when trading the NASDAQ, but this is Bitcoin, is that we add at the first color change. So we add to the position. We see if this candle is green, and then the next candle will be an expansion. Because what it's doing right now is creating the inversion fair value gap. Depending on where it closes, this is the 15-minute chart. I don't want to bring up the 1-minute chart because, well, I'll bring it up, but you shouldn't be trading Bitcoin on the 1-minute chart. That's what I gotta say about that. Unless you know how to use it. But if you're specifically making trades 1-minute chart, you're drawing your patterns on the 1-minute chart, you're gonna be losing. You're gonna be losing a lot. So don't trade using the 1-minute chart unless you know how to use it. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. By the way. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
So the Bitcoin futures, dude, this is crazy. So on Friday, the Bitcoin futures closed out at 63.3. Like, no, wait. So they closed at 8 p.m. So the Bitcoin futures closed just over 63,000 on Friday. The CME futures.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of crazy that we dipped today right to. Oh. Yeah, we dipped today right to where the futures closed on Friday.
Interesting, isn't it? I say don't trade the weekends.
I mean, that's the thing though, is if you bought on Friday and you sold Saturday before you went to bed, you made good money. Like I watched this thing hit 64.5, 64.4 Saturday night late. So it's like if I was trading Bitcoin over the weekend, like it would have been good money, and then I could have went to bed Saturday night, sleeping really good. My extra.
The problem is that we're in the bear market, and yes, you can make money, like you said, going to the upside, but we want to be catching these big moves because bigger moves are going to be what pays us. So we're going to stick to our short, this would be phenomenal. We can even tighten this up. This is still 1 to 5 basically.
I think you should tighten your stop loss up to break even now, because you're $740 in the profit. Like if anything, I would actually put your stop loss down to like $500 profit, because it's breaking down right now.
No, I would wait. It still plays games, and I've seen that before. So we're gonna keep it above these highs, and that's also another thing that people do. They move their stop loss too soon, and then they end up getting stopped out, and then they miss the big move. And let me tell you, that is probably more frustrating than losing money. you know?
What, missing out on the big gain?
Yeah, and you were like, I have that trade open, I know it. And then you go look at it, and then your stop loss got hit, and you only made like $5, or you're, like a small amount, or you got stopped out at break even, and then you're excited at first because you're like, thinking you're gonna open up your phone, you're gonna be seeing this massive trade that you're like, I'm a genius. I knew I was gonna do this, and you look at it, you got stopped out. That is the most frustrating experience I gotta say. You haven't had that experience yet. Get ready. So don't move a stop loss too soon.
I don't use stop losses, so I've never had that experience.
What does Togi say? You know Togi?
Oh God, I saw this video recently too.
Stop losses are for dudes who jerk off into condoms.
Yes, yes, yes. That's it. Please don't ban
Crazy.
us, YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, we already made this episode rated R for retarded. That was in Grand Theft Auto. Remember that?
Yes. Yeah, Vice City.
Yeah,
I think that was the
that's
last
what we're
Grand.
talking.
I might have
We're
played
talking
4.
about video games.
So I might have played Grand Theft Auto 4 because that was the one.
Yeah, I played that.
Yeah, San Andreas. Yep, I definitely played that.
Oh, yeah, that one. Did you play the Grand Theft Auto? Was it 5?
No, no, no. I don't play a
Those
lot
are
of
decent.
multiplayer games, dude. They're just, I don't know. Like I've come across some really good people on a multiplayer game that I played not too long ago. It was kind of awesome being able to talk to people and stuff, but I don't know. I like co-op where I play with friends, but
Yeah, I liked playing Rainbow Six Siege. That was the last game I actually like wasted a ton of my life on.
me and you used to play that late at night. We both got off second shift.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Yeah, we used to pass the controller back and forth. What I always went with the demolition expert guy.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking I want to kind of like get some video games here soon. Like just chill out for a little bit, you know. Been jumping out of airplanes nonstop for like almost a year now.
I like the 8 to 1 rule. So 8 hours of working, 1 hour of gaming.
Hmm.
It's a way to keep yourself from gaming too much. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I think we might be reversing, bud.
Let's see what's gonna happen. Do you want to talk about anything else in the meantime?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about a VOT because that's the only trade I have open right now. Oh, wait. Let's talk about the drone stock because there's only one stock right now that sticks out to me for Monday. This is besides a VOT, which we talked about on Friday. RCAT. So there was a massive, absolutely massive drone strike, and as you notice, we got gaps filled. So this thing is primed and ready. We bounced off the lower part of the range, and you see Corey drew the line. That's where it's going. But
This pink, you know.
yeah, basically they Ukraine sent about 120 drones into Moscow on Friday or Saturday. It was after the markets closed. I know that because I was like, "Ooh, RCAT for Monday." So they basically sent hundreds of drones. Dudes were launching. So military personnel, Russian military, was launching shoulder-fired freaking missile launchers off of freeways as cars are going by to intercept as many drones as humanly possible. But basically, the Ukraine sent. I don't know why I say the Ukraine. Ukraine sent a bunch of drones right into the heart of Russia, right into Moscow over the weekend. And I think that news is basically people are going to be looking like, oh man, like this is crazy. You can literally attack the heart of the capital of the country you're warring with. You know, what is it, like at least hundreds of miles from the border of Ukraine, and you can do that with drones. So I think,
That's
especially,
doing the fiber optic drones, you know?
well, you can't do it with those. But that's the thing. This company doesn't bother with the fiber optic drones. All their stuff is, wireless. And they also have naval drones. So that's like a big thing right now with the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is closed. There are peace talks happening. There is no actual deal inked up. They couldn't get it done. Israel is still attacking Lebanon. They are still occupying parts of Lebanon and bombing the Hezbollah. They're even bombing Gaza again. So, like, I don't think, like, right now, it's so unstable in the Middle East, too. And with no, concrete peace deal, I think this is the week that this company could do something insane. RCAP. Like, I was actually thinking about selling like $15 puts at the beginning of the week, depending on what they do tomorrow morning, and just cashing in on that premium if it's a decent amount. Like if I can get like $300 per contract, that's $300 on every $1,500 if you're selling $15 puts, and then just if it goes up over $15, guess what? You get to keep all that money. Not financial advice. So this is one. Yeah, this is like, that I had that aha moment on stream last Sunday, and it was like, oh, GPUS, and then it tripled over the course of the week, almost quadrupled. This was something that I came up with this weekend. There's no aha moment right now. I'm just hoping that the trade that I stayed into over the weekend goes insane, even though they are tied to crypto. But basically, we'll see. There's no aha moment happening right now, people. My brain is a bag of cats at the moment. So I am unplugging and waiting for the markets to start doing their thing tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It looks like he's playing games. That's what it's doing.
Yeah, there's Bitcoin. Oh, would you look at that? We're back over 63.3, although maybe not for long.
We'll see. But that 1 hour close, looking angry.
Let me check the traditional markets before we get into Avant. I mean, Avant we should probably mention at the end. Oh, Zora, Zcash. Oh, they're all breaking down. This is funny. So, yeah, the S&P 500 is down on overnight right now. The QQQ is down on overnight substantially, like 1%, 0.5% for the S&P. So a lot of times when this happens, it's just a fake out, and usually what you end up seeing is a reversal by the morning time. It does happen.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that looks like a double top right there, dude.
Yeah, it looks like it's going down. And it's got a trend that's going down.
It definitely looks like it wants to go down. But that's the funny thing, dude. If Bitcoin rebounds tonight, so I was thinking Bitcoin is going to hit 65.5 by the end of the weekend. So if Bitcoin does do that and does something crazy in the overnight, goes up to 65.5, 64.5, etc., that could literally drag the equity markets up.
We'll see.
Yeah, because
they pretty much follow each other.
We just had one green candle engulf, 4 red candles? and Bitcoin is making its way back over 63.4. But yeah, TradFi is down on the overnight.
Nice. Look at that.
And as we mentioned, the only economic news that matters is GDP. Oil is way down. $76 a barrel for West Texas crude right now. And Brent is down to $80 a barrel. That's crazy. That dropped hard.
Let's see. Does it leave a gap? That is the question. Oh wait, we were gonna do. Was the ticker for crude?
I use USO, but I don't know if that's trading right now. So you might get Friday's prices because I don't know the ticker for actual crude oil. USO is highly inflated though. That's crazy, dude. So
It
USO is
looks
supposed
similar.
to track barrels of oil. Like it's supposed to be a price that is very close to the current crude oil barrel price. And right now, crude oil is trading for $80 a barrel, less than that in America. And this thing is trading for 114. So that could be a short opportunity, not financial advice.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna roll over.
Oh yeah, no, that's ugly. That's an ugly chart. But as far as like the crude oil ticker, I don't know if it has a ticker. You could look up oil in the futures market. Like that's the only thing I can think of. If you went for futures with oil,
I have got. You looked that up. Looked that up.
yeah, it's literally called oil futures, CL, crude oil futures, CL. Yeah, yeah. CL, crude oil future. I just pushed in oil and then hit futures over there. CL, CL.
L.
Yeah, right there at the top. Crude oil futures. Yeah, even that's not crude oil futures. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, $77. That's way down, dude.
Huh. Dude.
So like, if they
Ooh.
can't ink a deal, and this instability in the Middle East keeps happening, this could be a bottom play right here.
It's at the 786.
It's at the 786. Yeah, yep. Everybody keeps freaking fighting, dude. They keep sending
Triple
their
seven. See it?
yeah. So I'll be watching certain tickers like Indo, INDO. I will be watching KLXE. I'll be looking at the oil tickers tomorrow too, because that might be a novel opportunity here. Because I know those things like to run.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it's one of those things
What
though.
was the? What was it? Avant or whatever?
Oh yeah. We wanna. This is. So I normally don't. Since I started day trading, I don't like to hold a trade over the weekend, but I definitely held this trade over the weekend. Avant, no N. Oh yeah, yeah. This is a brand new company. I think they got listed on June 11th.
We looked at it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We were talking about it on Friday, our Juneteenth stream.
Yeah, that got walked on, didn't it?
Yeah, so it must be trading on overnight. That's the only thing I can think of because they closed out the day on Thursday at 88, and then in aftermarket they went to 90. But for some reason, the chart is showing 8508, which or 8547 on my end, which makes no sense to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it's still
85. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
yeah, because when I look at it, it still says Thursday trading 8 p.m. 8547.
Hmm.
Oh no, Thursday at 4:30, 4 o'clock. Yeah, it says it was at 8547. Robinhood shows it closing at 88 on Thursday and hitting 90 cents in aftermarket. So I don't know what this is with TradingView because this literally is not trading right now. So
Hmm.
I don't know where they're getting their
And
price tracking from, but I mean,
this is the New York Stock Exchange,
yeah, because
Nasdaq.
it's not trading. That's the thing. Nasdaq ain't open till 4 in the morning. And then even on StockTwits, it's showing that it closed at 88 cents and then it went up 2.5 cents in after hours. So I'm just, yeah, I'm not worried about it though. I don't have a ton into it. Tons of dry
He ain't
powder.
stressing.
Yeah, tons of dry powder. And then of course, like I'll do a day trading live stream. I might actually even start it earlier than normal tomorrow. I might start it right at 7. And because there's gonna be a lot to cover, dude. This is a wild. This is gonna be a wild week. It's the last week of the month. We got GDP. We got all this crazy stuff happening around the world. So pre-market tomorrow is gonna be nutty. So it's like, what is SpaceX gonna be doing? What is all this different stuff that's gonna be happening, and yeah,
Hmm.
so it should be fun. I'm excited.
Should be interesting.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. So the problem with starting the live stream at 7 a.m. is that I typically don't trade the big account till after the market's open. So it's like if I start the live stream at 7 a.m., it's literally like 2.5 hours.
Hmm.
But I need to approach this stuff differently. To make day trading something that is has longevity for me to mitigate stress and such. So that might be good for me to take more time to analyze and not just jump into high volume stuff with minimal research. Yeah, Bitcoin's popping up, my guy. Asian markets are taking over and they know where the liquidity pool is. It's at 63.7.
We shall see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it popped right at 8 o'clock once the futures market opened. It literally started going up.
It's struggling with this resistance here.
63.7?
Yeah, it's kind of created an SR flip.
Yeah,
So we
see,
need to
it was
back with that.
it flipped over the weekend. I watched 63.3 resistance become support. And then I watched 63.7 resistance become a nice support once it started getting up towards the 64,000 range. And then it even popped this morning up to 64.2 again. But it couldn't maintain it. No. It is what it is. They didn't get a bearish engulfing candle though. I'm looking at the 5 minute, and they could not wipe out that green candle. It wicked down, but the body of the candle is up in the top half of the green candle, the red candle. So I think we're gonna melt up tonight. drag
Man.
the indexes with us.
We're going to the upside, Mike says.
Yep. Yep. I'm going bullish this week. I don't think people really care anymore about the Middle East. Obviously, oil's already tanked back down. Might see some pops there. So like them not signing the peace deal actually creates some opportunities with like the drone company that we mentioned and stuff. But I think crypto's gonna rocket up. And I think they just wiped out the liquidity pools for the longs now. And smart money's gonna crank this bad boy right up. Like basically just a repeat of last week where we saw the dip on Sunday and then it went up for most of the week and then dipped back down towards the end of the week. Because GDP, I think GDP is going to be good too. So I think that's going to pop everything up.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, we shall see.
I'm calling it now. GDP is going to be good. Last week, the Fed rate decision tanked the markets, but now we've had a dip, and I think GDP is going to freaking lift the markets. Yeah, we just hit 63.5. Woo. Here we go, buddy. Might want to close that short.
No stop has been hit. So trading like that, once again, will get you into the trap of not sticking to your risk to the reward ratio. If you don't trade using that, your account's not gonna probably gonna stay flat or it's gonna slowly bleed out.
I like to
Or you
use
might get a little bit of wins and then you take a big loss, you know?
my crystal ball. Rub it a little bit.
Crystal balls.
Oh, I just stare into it for a long time and zone out. And whatever feelings cross my psyche, that's what I go with, you know? Like 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 show me the truth, Mr. Crystal Ball.
Hmm.
But yeah. I don't know, that's basically all I have tonight. Um
Yeah.
Tune into the day trading live stream tomorrow if you're unemployed. You might not have any
Look at
money.
this. Popping back up.
Yeah.
Might keep calling this play here.
Yeah, I mean, I expected
Hey,
a bigger pop today, but I think I told you I didn't expect it to get over 64 too. It just did not look good, and sure enough, it broke down. Like I use a mixture of so I like patterns a lot. I use a mixture of patterns and historical price movement. You know, so sometimes it bites me in the butt, but what are you gonna do? Because it's dipping right back down.
yeah, that's why you don't trust it.
Yeah. Oh,
Stick to the plan.
good
But
times.
anyways, I'm gonna make some dinner
Oh yeah.
and go to bed early tonight.
Yeah, I got to do the same thing.
Um,
And plus the viewers, we all the viewers are gone now. So did get some people jumping on though. Nobody wanted to talk, throw any tickers in the chat though.
yeah, well, it's probably getting put in front of more people because we're being consistent.
Yeah, yeah,
It likes the algorithm likes that.
yeah. It really does. It's crazy. Oh, good times. All right, bud.
All right, we'll catch you another day.
Oh yeah,
Into the next stream.
hit the like and subscribe. What are we doing? Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ish.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, and tune in every day for the live stream. I will be on at 8 religiously every day, or earlier. So 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
So the next one, guys. I'm Crypto Corey.
I'm Money Mike.